Hello viewers, so here we are. I thought I'd take a trip out today, you know, so have a look around. There's plants and trees. Let's play some F1. Hello viewers, so back in the safety now of the games room. Show you a bit more F1 action. Now we're looking at China in the wet, and as you'll see on all the wet videos, it's almost very frustrating because you just can't go fast, and especially when you have assists off, you can spin the car very easily. Oh, and I've gone wide there. So I couldn't get on the power. Yeah, the car just doesn't turn in the wet conditions. So you've got to be very patient with it, and careful with the acceleration as well. You know, the other day when I was doing Suzuka, I was still sort of putting my foot down as I would in the dry and trying to get through the gears, and it just doesn't work like that now. It's a much more patient exercise. Require a lot more practice, and it changes the tracks entirely, you know, where you turn, where you brake, how you accelerate. And again, you know, real life, I mean, how the guys do this, I mean, obviously they can feel a lot more of the car than we can when we're playing a game. Feel a lot more traction through the pedals, which we don't. But seat your pants driving, isn't it? Amazing how they do it. This is long back straight now. It looks great in these conditions. I mean, it always seems to be raining there in many of the races. Braking early there, but I'm not really certain where I can brake, but it wasn't too bad. Into the final corner now again, I'm not really certain on the speed around there. That's well off the pace of where you will be, you know. Probably 20 seconds slower than it is in the dry, and again, you know, for me it's still a lap of discovery really. It'll take many laps to actually put in a good time here, but I look forward to seeing some of the top players, you know, getting on here and putting in loads and loads of laps and seeing what they can come up with and work on their setups as well. I haven't done much on the setup here, so again it just takes some practice. But that's China in the wet, so we're going to move swiftly on now to our next circuit, which is Malaysia. Hello viewers, so that was the rain of China there, but welcome back to the sunshine. I think we'll stick with the sunshine now and check out a bit of Malaysia. Hello viewers, so let's look at Malaysia then. This is one of the first times I think we've seen it on the net actually. Not one of my favourite tracks, so it's never a track I've been very good at or can remember very well. Again here braking too early, but at least my ghost time will put in a representative lap as I hit the wrong gear. Very slow first couple of corners. You need to line the car up before we get on the power. Up the hill here. Of course, this is where Johnny Herbert lost his rear wing, wasn't it? A few years ago, had a major accident there. I met Johnny earlier this year, actually. Great guy. Let's see if we can get around here. That's a fifth gear bend, really, there, isn't it? Again, I did that lap earlier, but I've completely forgotten the gears already on this circuit. Mark Webber refers to this track as a runway, not one he prefers. Again, too slow, I was too fast into the corner, so I couldn't get on the power. This is a tricky corner here as well, much slower than you think it's going to be. It's this fast section here now, lifting slightly, and then this progressively tightening corner, horrible corner there. It takes a lot of getting used to. You need to find your rhythm, and the only way to find a rhythm really is just to do lots and lots and lots of time trial laps. You know, all the best players in the world, they just do lots and lots of time trial laps. You know, find the car, dial it in, find their braking points, and eventually you just string it all together. And a lot of that comes from, you know, weekly, from competitions and all the rest of it. Just putting lap after lap after lap after lap. But it's also for some of you, you know, it's a case of finding the technique as well. You know, you can do a lap a certain way and never find any time, and then find somebody who says, well, actually, if you take this gear in this corner in a certain gear, it completely transforms your lap time. You know, so it's always a learning experience. But that's a bit of Malaysia. Let's look at another track. Walking around the garden, and we find Jensen has been stuck in some long grass. I don't fare much better when it comes to Istanbul with a pad next. Hello viewers, for a number of you have asked what the game handles like with the control pad. So I'm going to see how I get on now and see if I can just get around a lap of Istanbul without crashing into the whole field. Again, I've picked a circuit here I don't know all that well, as I mentioned yesterday, but good for a laugh, isn't it? It's finding your way around. Now I'm still using assists off. I'd say with a pad it's a lot easier with assists, but now I know some of you will notice how quick the wheel flips around there. If the wheel was only that quick when I was using the steering wheel, but as you'll see from the Monaco lap, there was a little bit of delay there. That actually was with 0% dead zone and just 210 degrees in the wheel, but then that's because Monaco's got some of those really sharp corners. I needed the extra response, but I'll get over those curbs. Then, having been using the wheel, takes a bit of getting used to again. Kubica is having a mare of a day. No Vettel, you're not taking my place, as it were. Oh blimey, I've got no feel for it at all, have I? Oh, the Senna's overtaking me as well, that's no good. Oh, I'll have to get used to the pad again. Generally, I only use the pad for Call of Duty these days. I have become pretty beast at the hardcore war mode. So if you're ever playing Call of Duty World at War, hardcore war on the 360, let me know. I'm always looking for people to play hardcore war with. Actually getting a feel for it now. So I'm learning the circuit. So that's it for this quick selection today. I'm going to be working on another video now, as some of you get it online, and blogging my online experience racing some of you guys. My friends list is full on Xbox Live, so please do send me a message and hopefully I can join your game. But I have received quite a few messages, and yeah, we're going to blog that and then check out another video tomorrow. So keep your requests coming in and joining the VV Gamer Facebook page. See you then.